Welcome to the Inner Priestess Podcast, helping empathic and intuitive women learn to trust, recognize, and develop their energetic abilities. My name is Elizabeth, also known as She Who Walks with Women, and here's today's reminder that your intuition is real and you're far more powerful than you can imagine. So I'm back now from a little hiatus. I've spent the last 6 weeks guiding a group of incredibly powerful women through the ancient feminine initiation, where they've gained all the skills, the understanding, and the power to step onto the path of the priestess. But what exactly is the Priestess Path? This term is becoming more and more popular, and to be quite honest, if I had heard it in the context it's being used in now, I never would have received my priestess initiation. I would have been turned off completely from this path. This is what happens when these terms like priestess, empath, shaman, witch become commodified. They end up being used by people who don't actually know what they're talking about and are oftentimes looking for some form of external validation, some position of power, or even some of your money. So let's break down exactly what the Priestess Path is so you can begin to understand if this is your soul's calling and the reason why your energetic abilities and gifts are becoming harder and harder to deny. We have to get a little clarity about what it means to be a priestess before we can dig into the path to get you there. So what exactly is a priestess? A priestess is defined primarily as a woman who performs sacred rituals and rites. But what does that actually mean? What is it that gives a certain woman the ability to perform these sacred divine rituals? Is it simply remembering certain steps and reciting certain words? In some cases, that is what happens, but this isn't the real ritual work. The truth is, in order for anyone to perform true rites, rituals, or energy work, they have to be able to tap into the energetic realm and tie that energy to the physical world. They need to have the ability to walk between worlds, which, by the way, is the definition of a shaman. In fact, regardless of the title, these people who have the ability to live with one foot in the physical and the other in the spiritual world exist in all cultures throughout all of time. So the true definition of a priestess is a woman who is able to tap into the energetic realm and use that ability to create change in the physical world. Performing a ritual is the act of tying the physical action to the energetic action, which creates massive ripples of change. I talk more about how to know if you're meant to be a priestess on my blog, and I'll talk about it deeper in future episodes, but if you resonate with those words, walking between worlds, even a tiny bit, you are likely an uninitiated priestess meant for this path. And I won't get on my soapbox now about why the initiation rites were lost and the impact that's had on us as individuals and as the whole, but I will say that it's the only reason you're struggling to trust and develop your energetic gifts right now, because you've never received your initiation. So now we know what a priestess is. We know that those gifted women have existed in every culture throughout all of time using various titles, and we know that you're likely meant for this role just by the fact that you're here. So what is the Priestess Path? Essentially, it's the unique journey that each of us take as women who are sensitive to energy, able to tap into the spirit realm, and feel strongly about creating positive change in the world. It's the process of learning about our energetic abilities, our direct connection to the divine, source energy, to Mother Earth and the elements and all beings, and learning how to wield that power to lead our communities in a way that is aligned for the greatest good. It's what you do with your power once you've received your initiation into your gifts. The Priestess Path is the road that you step out on when you finally accept your energetic gifts, learn how to develop them, and begin to use them to guide your way through life. It's all about truly walking in alignment with your truth and power and that deep connection to the divine. If you're listening to this now, there's a good chance that you're meant for this path. So make sure that you subscribe to this podcast, then find me on Instagram at She Who Walks with Women, because I'll be continuing to share insight and guidance for you as you navigate this path. Until then, remember that your intuition is real and you're far more powerful than you can ever imagine.